Dan.
And I'm Dudley.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
See, I backed off.
Yes.
I moved away.
Yes, and it's
Put some distance
still
between
loud.
me and the microphone.
Still very loud. Still so loud.
How else will they know the show has started?
Because the theme song is already played.
Yeah, but... Well, I guess that could be their first hint.
Yeah. Just an indicator. The dun, 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 dun. Probably go, it has begun.
It also, I think, it solidifies to make sure they know which one's me.
Yeah. No,
and
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it helps.
Yeah.
I think there is.
They can only hear on my side now.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm good.
You having a good week?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
All right, that's a good show.
Good show. Shut
That's
it down.
been
Quick and easy. Knock that episode out.
Yeah, this is just the tip.
Just the top.
Yeah.
Just the theme and we're good. And then we're out.
And we're out.
And we're out.
Actually, I have a bunch of things to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to start with something first.
No.
Yes.
No, you're
Yes.
not allowed to start.
Yeah. We're going to talk about Star Wars Destiny.
Yes.
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 I want to talk about that first.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. So
Oh, good.
We're
on the same page.
Yeah, we are in sync.
For once.
For once.
Um,
We're
so
of the
I
same
had
mind.
yes.
Some would say we are the same person.
They would be wrong.
Yeah.
So I want to start with I introduced someone new to the game.
I don't care about this.
I do.
This is not what I want to talk about.
Well, we'll get to what you want to talk
about. We were on the same page.
We
Dudley.
can't be on the
What
same
the fuck,
page.
Dudley?
We can't do it. No.
This is not what I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about the deck I made this week.
Well, we'll get there.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Fine.
But first,
Fine.
we're gonna talk. My lady friend.
Yeah, the lady friend.
The lady friend.
Yeah.
I convinced her to play Star Wars Destiny.
Okay.
Basically, she lied to me.
She lied
and
to you?
said, "I want to play,"
Uh-huh.
and that was really just a bluff.
Oh,
apparently,
Apparently,
she had really no interest in playing. But I'm like, yes, I'll show you the game. And so I got your Boba Fett starter set, and I pulled my Luke starter set back from my binder, and set it up.
So let me make sure I understand this. You, in the course of seeing Star Wars Destiny or hearing you talk about your obsession, she said, "Oh, that might be fun to play."
Yes.
And you thought, and your mind was, "Oh, she's interested. She wants to play." And in her mind was, "That was polite of me.
Yes.
He wouldn't assume that I actually want to play."
Yeah, pretty much. She wanted to show interest in my interest.
Even though she didn't give a shit.
Pretty much. But I wasn't going to let that go. I was like, oh, yeah, I can get the starter sets and we can play. And so we did.
So you made her play.
I didn't make her. She was willing. She just had to go along with it because she said she was interested.
When did you find out this before you played or after?
After. I did not know at the time. I thought, oh, yeah. Because, secretly I'm thinking, if I can get her interested, she'll buy me cards.
Yeah.
It's all selfish.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
just selfish reason. She'll understand the awesomeness of this game and... help, and
have you told her this?
Oh yeah, I told her before we even started.
Oh,
I was up front.
I was like, that's good. See,
while we were setting up, I was like, secretly, I really want you to love this game.
See, this is where you are obviously a very honest person.
Yes,
and she's the liar.
Yeah, potentially. But anyway. So we play.
She doesn't listen to this, does she?
Oh, she does.
Oh,
she listens to the first 5 minutes, and then we start talking about games. She stops listening.
So is that why you...
Because she's not a gamer.
Wait, we're 5 minutes in? I can say whatever I want
as
now.
soon as we start talking about games, she usually cuts out, which is about 5 minutes in.
Yeah, so we're 5 minutes in, so we can say whatever we want about her now.
Potentially.
Yeah.
But now that we're talking about her, she probably listen longer.
Yeah, we should have waited.
Oh.
We should have waited.
But, So
Uh-huh. So you'll play.
I got her to play, and I had to, she's not a gamer at all. Mm-hmm. Never played anything like this before, so I had to, teach her a lot of stuff and get her on the same page. And well, it's a starter set, so it's really well balanced.
Yeah,
it's a solid deck.
Yeah,
a little 15-card deck.
Mm-hmm.
And
20.
Is it 20?
20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, they're 20.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, it makes me wonder if I didn't. No, I did. Okay, it's fine. It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I only pulled 15. But anyway, so she played the hero, Luke Skywalker.
Okay.
And Han Solo.
Yeah.
And I played
Boba Fett.
And the
veteran stormtrooper.
Oh, and it's even funnier is that she was all in with her bluff because she even did her hair up in buns like Leia. She's like, I'm gonna do this, and so she did her hair.
Wait. She's never seen Star Wars.
She's seen the first one a long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
In a galaxy far, far away, apparently.
Okay. I was about to say, I thought she had not seen it.
But she hadn't seen
it. When you told me this, I told you to leave her.
Well, it's our goal now that we're gonna rewatch all of them.
And then I said, okay, I shouldn't be so harsh. She's on probation.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you,
she's got 30 days to see them all.
It's well into that.
Otherwise, she'll be let go.
It's a good thing she stopped listening.
I hope so. But anyway, so we played.
Yeah.
With your Leia buns and everything, which was pretty funny and adorable.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Anyway, and it took her a little while for her to get into it, but she started getting into it. She started picking up on the game. And she beat me.
Yeah.
It was really close.
Yeah. Well, it usually is with the starters.
Yeah. But, it was really close.
So you lost.
I lost. But
how did you feel?
I had a sense of pride that she won. She beat me. But
sure.
It's funny.
Knowing you, Dudley, seeing you lose, I find this hard to believe.
I lost gracefully.
That's hard to believe.
I know.
You're a really sore loser.
Well, she is my lady friend, so I wasn't gonna get angry with her on a game because I'd like to keep her. But anyway, she beat me. Well, technically, I beat myself because
you beat yourself.
I technically killed
regularly.
Technically, I killed myself because as a last-ditch effort, I had to deal 5 damage to her to win because she had 3 shields and I needed to do 2 damage to win.
Yeah.
And I was down to 1 character and she only needed 1 damage to kill me. So she had it. She was going to kill me the next round. So as a last-ditch effort, I did a face-off card.
Yeah.
Which is you take one of your dice and you take one of your opponent's die and you roll them both. And whichever one has the higher one, the other one gets 2 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and my ditch effort was to roll. She only had 1 dice with damage on it.
Yeah.
So I was rolling it, and I had to get it to a blank.
Yeah.
And then I would have survived another round and dealt her 2 damage. Then I could have dealt her 4 and then beat her.
Gotcha.
But
3.
Yeah, 3 and beat her. Well, I had 4, but yeah. It would have been 2 and then 4.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
And it didn't work.
No. So you died.
She beat me in the roll.
Which killed you.
Which killed me. But
well, at least you went for broke.
Yeah, so I had to go for it. It was the only way I was going to win. Otherwise, she would just killed me immediately.
Yeah.
So, and it was good. And she wants to play again.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yes. So we'll probably do another starter game, and then she said. She seemed like she did 1 more starter game, and then she said she'll feel confident to do a real deck.
Okay, cool. That's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
So I may be getting you to put a deck together for her to play at some point.
Sure.
Because it'd be easier to use your cards instead. I don't know, because I only have so many of the same cards, so trying to share those cards might be a little more difficult. But
we can maybe work out something. I charge.
Yeah. Okay.
In hikes? No.
Hugs.
From whom?
I'll pay in hugs.
From whom? You?
Whoever you would like.
I don't want.
You just
I don't
walk
want
up to
hugs
him and claim it.
I don't want hugs from you. No
Just
offense.
yell really loud. I claim my hugs, and then hug them.
This is Potter Potter.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the thing I wanted to talk about. I
Yes.
built an Emperor Palpatine deck, an Imp Palp deck,
Yes.
as I'm calling it.
Yes.
My Palp deck.
Yes. We played it at game night.
We played on game night.
Well,
with,
I had
Gary.
my FN Ventress deck that I built like a week, 2 weeks ago, and then finally got to play it.
Yeah.
So,
I built an Emperor Palpatine deck, which was a little heavy on the dice when I initially made it.
15.
It had 15 dice,
which is a lot.
That's a lot of dice.
Of
and I did, I just wasn't thinking it through, but it really did need it.
Yeah.
But it did decimate.
Mm-hmm.
It destroyed both you and Gary.
In my defense, my deck was terrible.
But that doesn't matter.
My FN Ventress deck
You could not stand.
did not.
You could not stand against the ultimate power of the dark side.
Well, my downfall was I had 4 cards that were useless.
Uh-huh.
Turns out I could 2 of them I couldn't even use because I didn't have the requirements to use them.
Uh-huh.
And the other one,
I mean, I can't help if you made a foolish deck.
yeah, I did. It was just really bad. I don't know what I was thinking when I was making it, but yeah.
And for those who don't know, Emperor Palpatine,
Mm-hmm.
he is a very expensive card.
Yes.
Because, if you play extreme
dice.
version, 2 dice version
2 dice,
of him, it's 28 points.
Yeah.
And the maximum amount of points of characters you can have is 30.
Yeah.
So it's impossible to have another character with him when you play 2 dice with
This
him.
is true.
So I had him and a plot card,
Mm-hmm.
which basically guarantees I go first.
Yeah.
And he is amazing. You did not seem enthusiastic about him. You were angry.
I was angry at myself for making a bad deck.
Good.
That's all I want to say about that. But that Palpatine is bullshit.
Good.
He's got so much bullshit. He does 2 damage.
Let
If
the
he can,
hate flow.
I mean, if he can resolve both his dice, he does 4 damage every round. Every round. Okay, stop it.
Feel the power of the dark side.
Okay, are you done?
Let the hate flow.
I do imagine you're a wrinkly old man that's gonna be thrown off a down.
Power.
How long did you work on doing the voice?
Not
before
very
you-
long. I've done Palpatine
30
before.
years.
30 years, exactly. I've
It's
done
the right
since
answer.
since I watched the Star Wars, however long ago, when we were 8 or whatever, whenever we were watching the show.
Yeah.
But yes. It's he's so fun to play because he does a shit ton of damage. He's just
minimum. He's gonna do 4 damage.
Yeah,
if you
long
can
as you
resolve your dice.
Yeah, his dice, you're throwing out 4 damage. That you don't get to point it, but but they have to put it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of the fact that he has I think 3 and 4 damage sides, at no cost.
Yeah, which is
like
bullshit.
he just. No, I think it's 3 and 2. I think I think it's 3 and 2.
It's really high.
No cost. It does not cost resource to do any of his
you
damage.
can do 7 damage per
yes.
round.
Yeah, potentially. Technically, if I roll 2 3s on both, 3 on both dice,
You can do 10.
I could do 10 damage.
Which you can kill a lot of the characters in one hit.
Well, I mean, 4 of those get spread out however you want, so it depends on how things go. But because he's only one character, and he has more health than anyone else. He has 15 health, which even then, if you have 2 characters, you're gonna have like 20 hit points.
Yeah.
So he doesn't quite have as many as multiple characters, but the amount of damage he puts out is staggering.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, so I played it, and I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. I really like it. I really, really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he just
Yeah.
he hits so hard.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah.
And you just didn't like it.
Well, also, like I said, I had a bad deck.
Uh-huh.
I had cards that were useless.
But,
I also
okay.
didn't fully
I
understand...
have an argument against that.
I also didn't fully understand how FN...
Yeah.
$21.99, whatever it is.
$21.91.
Yeah, FN. I didn't really understand how how to utilize his ability to the best.
So you know, yeah, you were talking about how bad your deck was. Well, then you tweaked it, and I tweaked mine. I got Palpatine down to 10 dice because that's all he really needed.
The one I played was 0.1.
Yes,
it's in the
alpha,
the database as 0.1. Since it's now 0.4.
4? You've rebuilt it 3 more times?
Well, it's a weird system, and I would do some things, and then I would accidentally leave the page and have to bring back and make adjustments again. So it kept making new versions. But,
okay.
So it's 0.4.
So you haven't actually worked on it that much?
No, I have.
Sure.
I put a lot of thought
anyway, so you rebuilt it.
Switched some stuff out.
You rebuilt it.
Yes.
I refined mine.
Yes.
And then we came back, and we played again.
Yes.
And you were a butthole.
I was not a butthole.
You were totally being a butthole.
Well, I didn't think I was going to win.
Exactly.
I'm
and
sorry.
you were being such a sore loser.
I didn't think I was going to win.
That it wasn't really...
I mean, it ended up working out.
It unpleasant. Yeah, because you still won.
I won.
And even though you were an ass the whole time and being such a sore loser.
Because Palpatine is bullshit.
Except you won.
His whole thing is to make you
won.
To make somebody angry. That's his whole deal.
Let the hate flow.
Exactly. So you can't be mad at me for being mad. That's Palpatine. He makes everyone angry.
Yes, but you shouldn't actually get angry.
Well, it's so...
Because you were at the point that it made me not have a good time.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
I'm sorry.
Feel the power.
But we're glossing over the detail here. I beat you,
but just barely.
Just barely.
Just barely.
Really, the reason I beat you is, and it didn't help me last 2 games.
Yeah,
because I had force speed,
which is one of the most expensive cards.
It is the most expensive
card. As far as not in the cost to play it. Oh, I think it is fairly expensive to play. It isn't.
It's 0.
Really?
It costs nothing to play.
Damn. Anyway. As in, if you go on, you know, a retail store and purchase that card, like $20 or something like that. Yeah, it's an expensive card.
No, it's
but
40.
It's a damn. Is it really that high?
It's 40.
It's a really good card.
It's a really damn good card.
It's a really good card.
It doesn't cost anything to play it down.
John had one he was selling, and I wanted it, but I couldn't bring myself.
I would love
even
to
at
have
like discount price, I couldn't afford to pay for it.
I really want another one because it's really good.
It is a good card.
And
basically, what it does is it has 3 specials. Is it 3 or 2?
Yeah. So there's 3 specials, a blank.
Yeah. So
and
it's
a
50-50 chance. It's a resource, I think.
Yeah, so resource
and like
shield.
A focus or something. Is it a shield?
It's a shield and a resource.
But yeah, so it's a 50-50 chance. You roll that dice, you get the special.
Yeah.
And when you resolve the special, you get 2 extra
free
actions. So basically, you can. I mean, what
you trade
spend
one action.
Yeah, you trade action to get 2. 1 action to get 2.
So you get a free action,
basically. Which is,
it's really good.
It's really good, but because I was playing the Emperor, Impalp. And I had, of course, my battlefield was the Emperor's Throne Room because, 1, that card is badass, and then 2, it's appropriate. What that card does when you claim the battlefield is that it lets you turn a dice in your pool to the special side and then resolve it, which means with Spore Speed, you can then resolve the dice basically for free because your action was to claim it, and then get 2 actions before you finish up, which is I didn't think about, but it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's really good. I utilized it.
Yeah, yes, you did.
Because I was like, if I utilize this, I can. It was a blank because you made me. I got the special, but you use your bullshit to turn it into a blank.
I dice manipulated it into a blank.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. So I only had like 100 dice to resolve. So I was like, okay, claim. Changed that blank to a special, resolved it, got 2 free actions, did my other dice, and then dealt you some damage.
Yeah, which I think was your last thing.
I think so.
Because and honestly, you didn't catch it. I don't think you caught that you could have won.
Well,
because you were like, I can't win, but I'm like, there's a way to do
another way
Yeah.
doing it, but I didn't quite come to it the way you did.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because I believe what you did was, because you hadn't rolled in FN yet.
Yeah.
And so I told you, it was like, you just, claim, roll him in, and then hope if you roll melee damage, just you spend it and you're done.
Yeah. See, I was just going to use the action to roll him in, and then but I wasn't.
You weren't quite there, but you
it
got
was close.
But
but it worked out.
Yeah.
so I was able to deal the final blow.
Yeah.
But it felt good.
I still like that day.
Yeah, I mean, it was literally like if I hadn't done it, then you were going to kill me.
I was literally going to kill you. Just by resolving dice, I would have killed you.
Just resolving dice, you would have done
I would have got some resource and killed you. But yeah, he is ridiculously powerful.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I
don't technically own a second dice.
Which is why I think you shouldn't be allowed to play
I was playing with, when I played it last week, I was playing it with, I was borrowing one of Gary's. Gary has one dice. I borrowed his. And then when we were playing, I was proxying just a six-sided dice. Yeah. Which, works.
Yeah, it works. It makes it a little harder to visualize.
Yeah, it makes it a little hard to visualize. That's why I try to stay on top of the reminder.
Yeah, every time you would tell me what it was.
I would tell you what it is, because I didn't want that to be an advantage.
But
yes.
yeah, it's good.
I want to play it some more.
I like it. Because my original deck of FN Ventress was... I had no money.
You're messing it up. It should be Ventress.
FN Ventress. I like my FN Ventress.
Whatever.
Because Ventress sounds like I'm playing Finn and Ventress.
Yeah, but you can't do that. So it's
Ventress.
Ventress.
I had no money.
Yeah.
Both times I played you and Gary, I had no money. Gary beat me too.
Yes.
I had no money.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
No money, no problems.
Yeah, and so I couldn't, no money, no upgrades, no nothing. Yeah. So that was one of the big things I changed was...
You had no trouble with money this time.
I had a boatload of money.
Yeah,
it worked really well. And I had by the end of it, I think I still had I had, 5 resources left. I was like... And in fact, you tried to screw me.
Because you had
bullshit.
5 or 6 resources. And one of my favorite cards, I put all my favorite cards in this deck. One of them is Abandon All Hope, which basically forces your opponent to either discard all their cards or all of their resources.
Yeah.
And you were loaded up on... I had it at the beginning.
Cards,
I had it from the draw. And a lot of times when I get it, I open the gate with it, which is such a dick move. It basically cripples you for your first round.
Yeah.
And I've done that to Gary before. And but I held on to it, and I'm glad I did, because I did it when you had 5 or 6 resources and a full hand of cards, and you discarded all of them.
I discarded all my cards.
Yeah.
I had a couple. It was mostly upgrade cards too, so I threw away 3 upgrades, and I didn't like it. I threw away my anger card, which I really like. If you roll 2 blanks, you can use it.
Yeah, I have 2 of those in my deck as well.
I only have one. I only own one, so it was in there. But so I lost it, and I lost a couple other really good cards. So it took me a few minutes to decide what to do. I stuck with the money. I figured I was like, okay, I'm gonna just roll my dice, claim, and just go right into the next round strong. And that's what, and it worked out. So, but yeah, I fixed my money problems. That's for sure. No more money problems.
Well, let's shall we move forward?
Yes.
Yeah. Though on the Star Wars Destiny front, I am considering buying a box, another booster box.
I'm going to be making some accessory purchases at least, and we'll see how the money is. But I kind of want to buy a box as well.
Yes.
But I'm also waiting for the draft. We're supposed to do a draft soon. And
I hope so.
Hopefully,
we're supposed to do another draft.
We need to pin our buddies down and figure out when we're going to
get the draft going.
Get that draft going.
Let that draft in.
Yeah, and I'd like to do it, and because I want more cards.
Yeah,
and I'd like to see what I'm gonna get from the draft before I buy another box.
Yeah. So, yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
So I received something this week.
Yes.
I put out a request, and they said yes.
Yes. You mentioned it last week.
Did I mention that I received
it? You previewed it.
Did I preview it?
Yes.
I thought I hadn't got it yet. I thought
you hadn't got it, but
I had said that I had put in a request.
Yes.
For the people who made FTL.
Yes.
I've gone blank on their name, but I will find it. And I know it. Hold on, give me a second.
You want me to look it up while you talk?
Subset Games.
Subset Games.
Yeah. They sent me a copy of Into the Breach.
Yes.
Which is fucking fantastic.
That's
my review.
Yeah, that's it.
They can put it on the box. It doesn't have a box, but if it had one, it would say "fucking fantastic." Dan, deaf and dumb. It is great. It is, for those who don't know, it is a kind of grid-based tactical game. It's a little bit of tiny bit of like Advance Wars type stuff. A large helping of like Pacific Rim, the movie, like giant robots fighting
Kaiju
aliens, Evangelion type stuff. And just awesomeness. And a lot of FTL tone to it because the style and then the way it kind of progresses. Like in FTL, you start off with one ship and that's all you got, and then you build up, and then you kind of unlock other ships and other things that help you. That some ways make the game easier, but then you can play harder routes or whatever. It's similar thing, and it's good. It's got some time travel elements in it.
Yeah,
it's so good.
I was talking about it, and then I was like, I want to play this game. I was going to play it today. And I had mentioned it to my lady friend. I was like, I want to play this game, but and so there was a reason for coming home, and I never got to it. And she kept asking me, well, what is this new game? I was like, I don't know much about it, really. I know, here's a picture of it.
I know it's made by the FTL guys who did...
I don't know, other than the little things that Daniel told me, I don't know much about it, other than I know I want to play it.
So basically the premise is, it's like some kind of weird future... And maybe, I don't know, maybe we're in the future and you're going back trying to save the past. I don't know. But anyway, you're jumping in, you're in a kind of a, Groundhog Day, keep repeating thing. But you load up a pilot, you pick a pilot and you load up you get 3, mechs. And there's tons of different ones, but you start off with a set and then you can unlock other sets later. And then you drop in, and you have these islands that you go to, and there are missions you do on those islands. And basically, you have grid power, and you're basically trying to maintain that grid power. And if it goes down, you lose, and you basically reset, and you jump back and try again. And it's fantastic. There's lots of cool little mechanics. There's a lot of hitting things and pushing them, and you see it telegraphs all the aliens' attacks, where they're going to attack, and what kind of form of attack. So you can hit them, push them over, and they'll hit something else. They can hit each other. Or, there's ones that'll attack that hit just a specific spot, so you can shift them and they'll hit a spot there at the same distance. Or they have, they'll attack in a straight line, so whatever's the first thing it comes to. And there's lots of little things like that. It's so good. It's brilliant. I love it. I like it a lot. I keep playing it. And I was literally bouncing between it and Subnautica and a couple other things. I would I would go play something else, come back to it, and it's not that time consuming. I'll hop on, play a mission or two, and then I'll hop off and go do something else, come back and play a few missions. And it's challenging, and it's a little tactical puzzle I'm constantly trying to solve. And sometimes you're just fucked, and then sometimes you're like, I got through this whole thing without them destroying any buildings or killing any people. Yeah, it's satisfying.
Well, even FGL, you could play through the whole game pretty quick if you buckle down on it. You could do it in 15, 20 minutes probably.
It's good. I'm getting close to the final, because there's islands to the final island. Once you complete a couple islands, you can then go at any time go to the final island, but you can also play the other one to kind of build yourself up. Yeah. I have no idea what it is yet. I have no idea what the end game of it is. So it's interesting. But so I'm kind of playing through all of it before I go for it. But it's got a ton of replayability just because you unlock different sets. I've been playing with just the first set. I've unlocked another one, and it's completely different. The way they fight and play, the dynamic completely changes. So I was a little confused by it. I get it, but I was so used to the other one. I went back and I was like, I'm gonna stick with playing this one.
It's kind of like an FTL playing the human to playing the crystals.
Yeah, exactly.
Really different.
Yeah, the way you approach it is so different depending on what set you are. It's great. It is so good, and it has the same kind of replayability that FTL does, and it's just a brilliant game, and I love it. And I'm going to be playing it a lot.
I downloaded it today with full intention to play it.
Yes.
But then I was like, oh, I got to wait for it to download. I'll play Subnautica.
When did you download it?
When I came home earlier, so 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Because I was having trouble playing Overwatch, and I was going to yell at you.
No.
But no.
No, that was no. Wow, that was probably Netflix.
Oh, you fucker! I started rubber banding, and I got frustrated and quit.
Yeah, that was probably Netflix. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, you better be sorry.
No, I downloaded it when I was playing Subnautica while I was waiting for it to download, and then I just
kept playing Subnautica.
I played Subnautica for like 4 hours.
I did as well. I played it a lot more today.
I got to a turning point.
Yes.
And it's one of those things where it's like, oh, something's gonna change here. It's like, maybe some new technology development stuff. Because I didn't think the game was ending.
Yeah.
Now, but I do see how you could think it was gonna end.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, so here's a spoiler warning. If you haven't played the game, kind of skip forward a little bit because I want to talk about it. So at one point I got a radio transmission. Again, skip ahead if you're gonna if you want to.
Last warning.
Last warning. There was a point where I got a ship was coming to rescue me.
Yeah, a radio frequency.
A radio frequency. Like, hey, we're coming get you. And then you're still playing for a while, and they're like, oh, we're on our way. Okay, we're in orbit. All right, cool. Here, meet at this point. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go over there, and I get there, and it's an island. Okay, cool. I got 20 minutes, whatever. I get there, and I see this giant structure. This massive structure.
Yep.
I'm like, what is this?
Yep.
I go up to I haven't seen anything like this at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is weird.
Yes.
And I happen to have a tablet thing that opens the door to it that I had found earlier on another island. So
Yeah, because you went a little weird. Like, you went to the other island first.
Yeah.
As opposed to that island. Because I went to that island first because of the radio transmission. And then from there got to the other island.
So yeah, I found the other island by accident.
Yeah.
Because I was just exploring.
You were just exploring. You were just sweeping wide.
Yeah. And, yeah. So I was like, what is this towering building?
It's
I was
this
like,
giant, alien structure.
Yeah, and I went inside of it, and I was like, some cool-looking stuff in here.
Yeah.
Some grabbing some stuff and some scanning some really interesting objects.
Yep.
Things with weird titles like mass destruction.
Yeah. And doomsday devices and
what
stuff.
What is this?
Yes.
And then I came up to a machine. And I touched it. And then it stabbed me.
Yes.
And
with
it said,
like a big needle thing.
Oh no, you're infected. And I'm like, okay, that's whatever. Quarantine. I'm like, okay. Okay, whatever. I'm like, that's weird. And then it wouldn't let me do anything else, so I left.
See, and I had already found this because I had already done the self-scan.
Yeah,
and it was just like, it flashes infected. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
It didn't say infected. It said unknown.
Like bacteria.
Bacteria. And I'm like, whatever. People got bacteria all over themselves. Whatever. No biggie. No biggie.
I was immediately freaked out.
No biggie.
I was just like,
no worry.
I need some Germex. I don't actually like Germex, but in the game I was thinking, I need some Germex.
Yeah. I wasn't worried about it. And then I was like, whatever. I was exploring the island, and I went back to I died because I ran out of water. But then...
You died?
Yeah. And I had to come back. Well, I didn't realize I could eat the tree and it gives you water and food until I came back.
You gotta hit that tree.
You gotta get that hit of that tree.
Yeah.
But
so you came back and they came and rescued you.
And they came and they were coming down. I was like, all right, there's a ship.
Yeah, they're gonna come save me.
And I saw the ship. I was like, okay. And then the building moved. I'm like, why is the building moving? And the building no longer was a building. It looked like a rail gun. And I'm like, what's it doing? It's just gonna warn them.
Oh no!
It's just gonna warn them.
Oh no! This is my reaction. Oh shit! This is bad. This is real bad. No!
They're gonna get.
Oh
no! I was like, no! It's gonna be fine. No! It's a warning.
Turn back!
They're not gonna fire.
Turn back!
They're gonna go, oh, we should, wait, there's a quarantine, we should back up. That's what the ship is gonna do.
No.
That's what they're gonna do.
No.
They're like, hey, we're coming in. I was like, no,
Don't do that.
No, it's fine. You can wait. No, it's fine. Just a shot across the bow. Nope.
No, it blew the shit out of it.
It blew that ship up.
Yeah.
And I'm like horrified as all this explosive debris falls around me.
Yep.
I'm like,
yeah. So you don't even know, Dudley.
I know, and you're
you
like,
don't
you
even
don't
know. You don't know. How deep have you gone?
150, maybe.
Child's play, Dudley.
I have a
play.
iPod that's 250, and I don't know if I can make it.
Yeah.
No.
I've gone deep.
Mm-hmm.
I have I'm at the point where I'm making expedition, not exposition. Exposition was for storytelling, but expeditions.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to plan. Like I have to carry things with me, and I have to set up stuff and make sure I bring everything I need, and make multiple trips, and and do some dangerous. I'm set up now fairly well, but it took me some dangerous trips.
Yeah.
Do you have any what do you have as far as transportation?
Just a glide.
Okay.
I'm getting stuff for the submarine stuff, but I haven't. The Seamoth, and I have the Cyclops. Yeah, and I've got plans for it, but I can't build them yet.
Yes.
So I'm working on it.
Yeah.
You're talking about expedition. I'm starting to get a feel for that, and I kind of get the sense that that's what this game is really about.
It really is. It's
because
about exploring and delving, and then figuring out. I need to get in there, and then figuring out how the hell do I get in there, and then going.
Well, it's I started doing that with the ship.
Yeah.
And then I realized, I need this. Mm-hmm. And then I realized I needed something else. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, okay.
Yeah.
This game is now shifting from surviving to prepping.
Yeah.
It's knowing what you're going to need, and then and making sure you have everything and can carry everything you need.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd saved it at a point where I'm got to open a door and see where it goes.
It's really good. It's fantastic. I'm still playing it. I'm 30-something hours in.
I think I broke 10 today, so it's good.
It's real good. Well, so we probably should stop spoiling so much on it.
Yeah.
But just play the fucking game. It's so good.
Yeah. If you're skipping ahead, now you can listen again.
Yeah. I'll put it in the description what the time frame is.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I played, is Star Wars Destiny and Subnautica.
Yeah.
I wanted to play Into the Reach, but it just got sucked in. Got sucked into the deep.
Yeah.
And didn't make it. So hopefully this week I'll find some time to play
you should. And like I said, you don't need a lot of time. Yeah. It's good.
Well, it's installed now.
Yes.
So I can just
it's a quick install.
I mean, it was only 100 megabytes.
150, I think, megs.
Yeah, not even that. 114, I think. Is what
really?
The download was.
Oh, okay.
So
it's real good.
Yeah.
So. I played some Astroneer today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because they had an update.
Oh.
Because it's still an alpha.
Yeah.
And so it's changing all the time. And they had a big buildings, and I think they had upgraded the upgrade system already, but I just hadn't tried it yet. And so I dove into that to see what changed.
What's
it's good. And it's an alpha game, so it's a little jittery sometimes. But they revamped the building system. In general, it works the same way, but it's more customizable. Before, you get the resource and you click the thing on the side of your little start pod, which the new one's much bigger. It's like an actual habitat size. Well, before it was just like a pod.
Yeah.
But you have a habitat thing, and then before you click on the little node on the side and it extended out, and then you gave it the resources to build a platform, and then you kind of spider webbed out from that like that. Now, you build platforms, place them where you want, and just wire them in. You grab a cable and plug it into your base, which is really cool, and it's really more customized, and it's a little more freeform, and which is cool. And so I started a new game, started figuring that out. And then the new research system I really like.
Oh, yeah?
Before, it was kind of hokey, and it didn't work that well, and they revamped it a little bit, and then they revamped it again. But before, it's just you had a research station. And I knew they weren't going to keep this, but you go and find a big, usually it's like the piece of a plant or something, but it's a big orb that looks like a box, and you go and you plop it down on the thing, and it goes bloop. It opens up like a box, like a chest, and then it goes and it gives a little roulette and it gives you a random research thing, and that you learn how to make that off some plant. It's really random.
Yeah.
Well, the new system is you have like a PDA in your backpack setup, and basically you take stuff you find and you put it in the researcher, and it starts processing it.
Yeah.
And it gives you so many like bits.
So you're getting pieces of.
Yeah, you're getting data. And so it says, this piece of researchable material is worth 3,000 bits or bytes or whatever it is, and it starts processing it based on how much power you have running into it, and so it starts giving you, and you have basically a resource counter of bits that you can then spend on a tree of like blueprints, basically. You can go through and this one costs 1,000 bits. Yeah. I can spend 1,000 bits and I can now build that.
Nice.
It's really clever. I really like it. And there's a whole graph system that shows you it processing bits and
like
stuff.
Because like Kerbal has a system where you get research points.
Kind of, but it's just running. I found one little thing stuck in there, and it ran for like the couple hours I was playing, and it finally ran up. But I got like a bunch of it. Just sat there running, and it tells me based on how much power it's pulling. Like during the day, it was running like 130 bits per second, or per minute maybe.
So you can, if you have more power, it'll go quicker?
Yeah, like you can, I think you can, or up to a point. And like at night, I was running on lower power, and so running on reserves, and it dipped down to like 50 bits per minute kind of thing. And so, it's just a little tally that's racking up. It's really cool. I really like it. I like it way better than the open chest random thing. Yeah. And sometimes it was just like the most arbitrary thing I just learned how to make, that even though I may not have the other Peach do it, I just learned how to make this random thing. Excuse me. Yeah. So I like it. I like it a lot. I'm still playing it. I'm gonna feel it. It's one of those games that, like, as it develops, I think it's just gonna, by the time it comes out, it's gonna be a completely different game. But it's a lot of fun to play around in the little sandbox they have. It's cool. I like it.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you play anything else?
No, that pretty much wraps it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to go? I played a little bit of Overwatch. I mentioned that with Rob, but then somebody kept hogging the internet, and it started messing me up, and so I stopped playing.
Did you play the new character?
No, she hasn't come out yet. She's only in the playtest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The new. I have her on my news actually. The new Overwatch character.
Bridget. I was kind of using it as a transition.
Oh yeah.
Into news.
Yeah. Bridget, the new character.
Bridget Lindholm.
Yeah, she's Torgieborn's. I believe she's Torgieborg's sister.
Sister or daughter?
I thought it was sister. It might be daughter. I don't know. He's somehow related to Torgieborg. Yeah.
She's a healer shield.
She's a support character,
Support healer.
Yeah, and she kind of has some, she has like a squire thing with Reinhardt thing going on, which is cool because I like Reinhardt. But she looks like a crusader, which is pretty kick-ass.
Yeah,
she looks
got
awesome.
this little shield.
She's got a shield and a flail. And but she's also a support, so she hands out heals.
Yeah,
and when
she hits somebody, she heals other people, heals team members in a certain area.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I can't wait for her to come out officially so I can try her out. Yeah, but she looks cool. I like it.
Yeah,
I like the theme. I like where it's going. They just keep coming up with cool and interesting stuff.
I haven't played Overwatch in months.
Yeah,
I need to go back. It's fun. Try to get into it, but
I like it. I like it quite a bit.
I'm enjoying a lot of the games I'm playing right now.
I mean, we got a lot of games.
A lot of good games.
A lot of stuff to play.
A lot of good games out.
You need to go deeper into Subnautica. You just need to get in there.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Dive in.
I'm diving deep. Deep down.
Yes.
I've seen a couple of crazy creatures in there. I'm like, I don't know what that is. Yeah? Get away from me.
What? Like what?
That teleporty thing.
Oh.
That thing is terrifying.
Warpers.
Warpers? Is that what they call them? I haven't got close enough. I just saw it, and I'm like, nope, ran away. I got on land, and I don't want to be in the water anymore.
Yep.
And then I saw some giant...
I see them quite a bit.
I saw a giant thing kind of. Oh, I saw the shadow of it first, and it was just like it's kind of like the little things that attack you regularly early in the game. A little, I don't know, pointy thing. It kind of looked like that, but bigger and longer. And I was like, I saw the shadow of it. I was like, oh, what's the shadow of that? And I looked up. I was like, oh, it's huge. It's really big. I'm not going that way. I'm going to go this way. So some scary stuff on the horizon.
Yes.
But anyway, moving into news with our transition.
Sure. What do you got?
Not much this week, but a couple of things I want to talk about.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
Bloodborne is free this month on the PlayStation Plus.
It's what?
It's free.
What?
If you have PlayStation Plus.
What?
You can get Bloodborne for free this month.
I don't have a PlayStation on PlayStation. Can I just sign up? Do I have to have one to sign up?
I have no idea. You have to sign up for PlayStation. But the thing is, if you're going to sign up just for Bloodborne, you can just buy Bloodborne for the same price. Because PlayStation Plus costs, $60. So you might as well just buy the game. And why would you do that? I already own it.
This is true.
You just borrow my copy.
But I could own a free copy.
Yes. So if you have PlayStation Plus,
grab Bloodborne.
And you don't have Bloodborne,
what the fuck are you doing?
Grab it now.
Stop listening to us and go get it now.
Go grab it real quick and come back and finish the show. So that's pretty cool.
Hold on, we'll wait.
Okay, we're waiting. How long are we gonna wait?
That's long enough.
Okay.
We don't have time.
I mean,
we
we
don't need to fill time that much.
They literally just pause it and come back.
We have pauses.
Technology.
Yay!
And with the bringing of the Bloodborne out or PlayStation Plus, they have an event this month called Return to Yarman. Which is the town that you play in Bloodborne. It's kind of an event to get people to come back to playing it.
Yeah.
Probably because some of those, the whole co-op thing, if no one's in that area playing certain area, no one will be co-oping to help other players coming through it.
Yeah.
So it they've done events like this before.
Yeah, to get people back into it. So you're going to go back into it?
Well, I was playing it not long ago, so I'll probably try to go back and play it some more.
Get ham in.
I have too many games to play right now. I got
a lot of games.
I got Bloodborne. I got Shadows of Colossus still.
Yeah, I haven't even played that yet. I forgot.
Yeah,
I need to come play that.
I got Into the Breach to play. Star Wars Destiny. It's just
lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff. It's just hard. I also found out that they have a Bloodborne comic. That ties into this.
I saw something about that.
I did not know about it, and now I'm intrigued. The first issue came out.
I like to read.
I like comics. The first issue came out like a couple of weeks ago, so I may try to see if I can grab it and check it out.
Snag a copy.
Good snap it. I saw some art pictures, and it looks like
some art pictures.
Some art pictures.
Get you some of them art pictures.
Some of them
picture art.
Photo art image is digital.
Yeah, go get you some of them art pictures.
And some of the art from the comic is what I meant to say, and it looks interesting and Bloodborne. The comic art. Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right.
I like laughing at you.
All right. And we covered the Overwatch thing already.
Yeah.
Apparently, Xbox had a bug this week.
Like the flu? It's going around.
It apparently affected a lot of people.
Okay, yeah.
It apparently put people's real names on their accounts.
What?
So normally you have your gamer tag.
Yeah.
That no one has their real name on Xbox or whatever. But apparently, for a short time, Microsoft just messed up and something went wrong, and a big chunk of people names were just showing their real name without asking permission or anything.
So suddenly, Hot Chick 69 was a guy named Daryl.
Daryl 69. Yeah.
It's pronounced 69.
69. Yeah, basically.
Okay. Yeah, that they ruin their image.
I can see that being an issue, especially if you're like you don't want you're really good at a game maybe, and someone comes along and is like, oh, I hate Star Fox 42, whatever name.
Oh, and I'm gonna look them up.
And now I can. It just says it's Daryl, and I can go find them on the real world and troll them or something. So
Yeah, it's probably not a good thing to put out.
No, not without permission. Anyways.
At least.
Yeah. But they fixed it apparently. So
well, that's good. The damage is already done, though.
The damage is done.
Daryl's out.
Daryl is out.
Yeah.
And Daryl is not happy.
Yeah. It's kind of like I got a friend request from a totally real person that didn't look like just a bunch of model pictures.
No.
And then I didn't accept it. Yeah, and I didn't accept it, of course, but I didn't hide it. And I came back and I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw it again, and it was suddenly a picture of a dude.
Really?
And I'm like, that's hilarious. And suddenly this guy, he's just like, does he wait for a bunch of people to accept his friendship? It's like, oh, this attractive lady wants to be my friend.
So weird.
Even though I've never met this person, so why would I accept their friendship, even if they were a real person?
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's a guy. And you're like, who's this guy? I didn't become friends with this guy.
Just a heads up. I will never add you if I have never met you in person.
This is true.
That's just a given.
Yes, it's a general rule of mine.
General rule of thumb. If I don't know you in person, and even then, I have to know you fairly well. I have some reason to add you as a friend. Otherwise, I'm not adding you.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Yeah.
So
what else you got?
So we talked about last week the whole loot box thing and the I think it was last week. It may have been 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
we talked about the ESRB and the rating system. They should put something on it. They have made a statement that they are going to start putting if a game has you can make real money purchases in a game. For digital content, they will now label it on the box as in-game purchases.
Okay, well, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, which Apple's apps are already doing.
Yeah,
that,
already
so
do that. So it's not changing a lot.
That's just putting the information on there.
Yeah.
So people have to read.
Yeah. That doesn't mean they still won't.
They
probably won't see it.
And their kids will spend a bunch of money on there. Why they have access to that, I don't know.
But
they shouldn't. Don't trust kids with money.
Yeah. I mean, I bought a lot of stupid shit with money when I was a kid.
I was too.
Mostly Pokemon cards.
And still do. Now it's just Destiny cards.
Yeah, exactly. It is a much better system,
Much better system. It's actually a fun game.
It is a fun game.
But having my girlfriend play just proved that the theme is not the only thing.
This is true because she is not indoctrinated.
She doesn't know the character.
I've said from the beginning, even though it is a Star Wars game, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan, it is a really good system on its own.
Yeah. If you change the theme, it's still a good game.
And how well they pair the Star Wars with the theme and the mechanic, the themes with the mechanic is brilliant. Some of it's really clever, but it's still a really good game.
Let's see what else I got. There's a new game I came across that I'm intrigued by. It's a new simulator.
Okay.
And you know how I like simulators.
Yes, you do like simulators.
I had the job simulator.
Yes.
And there's some
farm
other
simulator.
Farm simulator. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of those simulator games. And this one is an airport simulator.
I've seen these, yeah.
And I'm intrigued by it. I saw a video and I'm like, I'm going to have to keep an eye out for this.
I remember looking at it, yeah.
Called Skyhaven.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of looks like a SimCity kind of thing, but it's an airport.
Yeah.
A SimCity, maybe.
Yeah.
Some of those city skyline sort of thing.
Yeah.
But instead of a city, you're doing an airport.
Yeah. I think I saw this and I was looking at it and I was intrigued because I too like simulators.
Well, and it's one of those that I always wanted, a kind of a semi-realistic airport simulator.
Uh-huh.
That appeals to me for whatever
You remember
reason.
Helicopter Sim?
Yes.
Yeah, where you're basically flying around and doing emergency...
saving people with helicopters. Yeah. It's a terrible game.
It was a terrible game, but it had a certain charm.
It did. I played it.
Uh-huh.
Now
you just fly helicopters in GTA 5. And,
exactly, and get the same thrill.
And that you don't need a whole game just for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I'd like to. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. It's supposed to come out sometime this year.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if more videos come up of it, and then maybe we can.
You should see if they'll send you a copy.
See if they'll send us a copy.
That'd be cool.
Would be cool.
That'd be gravy.
And then the last thing I had is something you showed me.
Did I?
Yes.
And
you
I
probably forgot about
apologize.
it. And
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have shown you.
Keep that to yourself.
I'm sorry.
Keep that to yourself.
I'm sorry. That was my shame.
The Lego pod racing machine thing?
Yes, I did show you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing.
Some people basically made a functioning Lego version of the pod racer game.
Yeah. I don't know how detailed it is, but it looked awesome in the video.
Yes. Well, and it has some kind of head of like 3 motors that run the thing, and it basically you shift between lanes, and there are like obstacles that pop up, and it's really cool. It's really cleverly put together.
It's really good.
It's really cool. Yeah.
It's pretty. Go look at the video. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. I mean, pod racing is the best thing to ever come out of the prequels. The Star Wars prequels.
You know that game is not actually called pod racing.
What's it called?
It's called Star Wars Racing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. Did you just go? I've lived a lie.
Why didn't they just call it Star Wars Pod Racing?
Because it's not called Pod Racing. It's called. I think it's literally called Star Wars Racing.
Yeah. That was a good game.
It was a good game, but the movie was terrible.
Well, yeah, but the game was good. That's all that matters. That was a really fun game.
Mm-hmm.
At least I remember it being fun. It
had the whole
years. It's been many movies.
Oh, I'm sorry. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer.
Oh.
That is the actual name of the game. But yeah, it had the whole like
pod building.
Yeah, you built them pods and you swapped out parts and stuff.
Yeah,
it was cool.
It was a really fun game. Mm-hmm. We need a new one of those.
Yeah,
a new.
You can just go buy it. Find a.
I mean, we have it.
Yeah, we had it on the 64.
We still got it.
We still got it.
Box
we should bring it out and see
if it holds up.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it does.
I may have to do that. Do a retro review of Star Wars Episode 1
Racer.
Pod Racer.
Not Pod Racer. Racer.
Pod Racer.
It's not called Pod Racer.
It's going to be called Pod Racer.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Well, I hope that was all the news because my computer just decided it was going to restart right now.
Well, it's a good thing we don't record the episodes on your your piece of shit.
Yeah.
And it's about time.
I guess so.
Let's wrap it up, boys.
Because I can't see my notes anymore, and I think I covered everything.
Well, that's good because we're right at the end there. Let's call it a day.
It's a good stopping point. It's a good stopping point.
This is good timing. Good timing. You've had enough.
Is that 15%, by the way?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's keep me posted. No, don't keep me posted.
Okay.
Well, we keep doing this show, and I don't know. I guess people are listening to it.
17%.
If you are hearing me right now, then you are listening to it. Mm-hmm. And I'm asking you, the listener.
Why are you pointing at me?
I'm pointing at you,
You're
but
pointing at me.
I'm not pointing at you. I'm pointing into the great beyond, from into the future and across time and space to the listener. And I'm going to tell you to go and please subscribe to us and please review us. That makes us feel good. It makes us look good.
Yeah.
And just take a little time. It doesn't take much.
I'm at 25%.
Oh, that's awesome. You keep doing you. Yeah, do that. Go to our website. You can find us at any time. We're going to keep putting out episodes every Monday. Mm-hmm. And we've held to it for 2 years, over 2 years now.
Over 2 years now.
And so, yeah, do that for me. Do it for me.
Share and like.
If not for me, do it for Dud.
Yes.
Dud would like it.
If not for us, do it anyway.
Do it anyway. And, go to our website, deafandumb.com. That's DEAFNDUMB.com. I'm still, salty about not being able to have an ampersand.
Whatever. Get over it. It's been 2 years, Dan.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years.
Well, Thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and this has been Deaf and Dumb. Fuck you.